Hey guys, my name is Viksha. I study in 5th grade in Greenuday International School. I live in Bangalore, Karnataka. Today I'm going to be exploring Stellarium Astronomy. So here I am on the Stellarium web. So here you could see you know that there are 4 directions. As here we can see south, west, north and east. So in the west you could see Venus. We're gonna zoom in. So you could see Venus. Here Venus is the second planet from the Sun. It is named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty. As the brightest natural object in Earth's night sky after the Moon, Venus can cast shadows and can be, on rare occasions, visible to the naked eye in broad daylight. I'm zooming out. And we are going to zoom in Mars. Okay, so here's the Mars. Here is the Mars. Okay, as Mars has 2 moons, Phobos you can see here, and Deimos is the second moon. Now, Mars is the 4th planet from the Sun and the second smallest planet in the solar system. Being larger than only Mercury, in English, Mars carries the name of the Roman god of war and is often referred to as the Red Planet. And here we will zoom on to Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system and the closest to the Sun. It orbits around the Sun, takes 87.97 Earth days, the shortest of all the Sun's planets. It is named after the Roman god Mercurius, called Mercury, god of commerce. And Jupiter. Here you could see Jupiter. So Jupiter is the 5th planet from the Sun and the largest in the solar system. It is a gas giant with a mass more than 2.5 times that of all the other planets in the solar system combined, but slightly less than 1,000 the mass of the Sun. So you can see some moon, and I'm going to read it. Metis. And Thebe, Amelita, Europa, Ganymede, Callisto, and many others. And here, Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest in the solar system. After Jupiter, it is a gas giant with an average radius of about 9.5 times of the Earth. It only has 1/8 the average density. So there are many moons for Saturn. I'm gonna read some. Pan, Prometheus, Helene, Enceladus, Pandora, Janus, Calypso, Epimetheus, Mimas, and many others. As you can see, it's gathering like this. So those are the moon. Okay, here let us find them. I think we're zooming for Mercury and Pluto. Pluto is a dwarf planet. Yeah, here's the Pluto. Pluto is Charon. It's the moon of Pluto. Okay. Pluto minor planet destination is a dwarf planet of the Kuiper belt, a ring of bodies beyond the orbit of Neptune. It was the first and the largest Kuiper belt object to be discovered. After Pluto was discovered in 1930. Uranus. I'm gonna zoom in. Uranus too has many moons as Saturn has. So Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. Its name is a reference to the Greek god of the sky, Uranus, who according to Greek word mythology was the great father of Ares called Mars, grandfather of Zeus called Jupiter, and father of Cronus called Saturn. And some of the moon are I'll just zoom in. Yeah. Some of the moons are Ariel, Juliet, Puck, Portia, Miranda, Umbriel, Titiana, Oberon. Okay. Now Neptune. Neptune. He's here. Proteus, Triton, Larissa, Galatea, Thalassa, Despina, Nereid are the moons of Neptune. Neptune is the eighth and farthest known solar planet from the Sun. It is the solar system. It is the fourth largest planet by diameter. The third most massive planet and the densest giant planet. it is 17 times the mass of Earth. Okay. We're done with all the planets. Let us see the I'm just gonna get on to the day. Yeah. So you can see the day. So now we want to search as sun. Sun is over here. Okay. So the sun cannot be. You cannot see like those lava type of thing. Only it looked like a moon because of the light in the day. The sun is the star or the center of the solar system. It is a nearly perfect sphere of hot plasma heated to incandescence by nuclear fusion reaction in its core, radiating the energy mainly as visible light, ultraviolet light, and infrared radiation. I'm gonna zoom out of. I'll go to the night. This is evening. Evening, the sun looks really cool. You could see the orange light. And we're gonna go back to night. We're going to moon. Moon. Okay, I think this is the moon. It's totally black. So this is the moon. Okay. So we're done with all the planets. I'm looking. This is the galaxy cluster. Okay. So this is the end of the session, the end of the video. Bye.
So hello friends, I am Madhulak. I am from grade 6 from NES International School, Dombivli. I live in Maharashtra. So today I am going to tell you about this awesome app called Stellarium. So I learned 5 things from it, and now I am accessing it from mobile. So now the first thing that I learned about this is you can also download it in Windows, Mac, or if not happened, you can also try it in web. So the second thing that I learned about this is it is a star map. Stars, like see this, these are stars. So now this is Vega star, and this is also star also. This is Vega star, and these are all the constellations. So the third thing about this is now I am accessing it from mobile. So even you all can also access it from mobile. by downloading it from Play Store or App Store. So the fourth thing that I learned about this has the school feature called North, East, South and West. So now we can know that which planet is in where. So now Venus is in the west, between the west and north, mostly in west. Venus is there. Sun is there in between of north and west, and the Capella star is in the most north side. So now the last thing that I learned about this is you can also change the date and time of it and check on that also. Like now see, I did date and time. Now I change this in now I change it into 8 o'clock. So now at 8 o'clock there will be like this, it will show like this. So now at 7 o'clock it will be like daytime, little bit evening, and at 6 o'clock it will be like this, main evening. So I hope you liked it and thank you.
Hi, my name is Samhis and I go to the second day. And my name is Shreyansh and I go to the 4th standard. And we are from Bangalore and we have found this astronomy class is wonderful and exciting. We use the Stellarium web to hunt for our favorite objects. My favorite objects are Sun, Mars and Venus. And my favorite objects are the Andromeda Galaxy, Betelgeuse Star and Orion Nebula. We were able to search each one of them on this app very easily and zoom in and zoom out as well. There were loads of information available to read through as well. I found out that that Betelgeuse is a red supergiant star and is 500 light years away from Earth. And I found out that the Sun is our only star in the solar system and it is one astronomical unit away from Earth. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Aditya Katak. I am in 3rd grade and I am from Chennai. Today I am going to show you Stellarium provided by my sir. Meet Boreas constellation and see if we could meet a star of Boreas constellation. Okay, Arcturus, it's a red giant star. It's from the Boreas constellation and it's a cloud and it's from the Boreas constellation. Okay, now let's meet some more interesting and pulsating star. Okay, so let's meet Venus now. Yeah, Venus. Okay, as you can see, this is planet Venus. Venus is it's called as the evening star and Venus is the brightest evening star in the night sky. So, let's see if we could visit Mars. This is Mars, the red planet. Okay, so now let me see if we could meet some of the variable stars. First, let me see in the Centauri. Let's meet Albus Centauri star. Yes, Albus Centauri star is a binary star with Albus Centauri. See, You can see Albus Centauri B and Albus Centauri. They are orbiting each other. Now, let's zoom out and let's meet some of other variable stars. Let's see. So, let's meet. Did you wanna see some variable stars? Okay. So let me meet some of the variable stars. Okay, so let's meet Rigel. Rigel is a blue-white supergiant, and Rigel is the brightest star in the constellation Orion. And when Rigel will die, it will become a black hole or a neutron star. No one knows for sure. Okay, so let me zoom out a bit and see if we could meet Betelgeuse. Let's meet Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse is a red supergiant star, the second brightest star in the constellation Orion. Now let's zoom out a bit and see if we could meet Mercury. If any distance, if we mistakenly meet some other stars, then that's not a worry. Yeah, Mercury. Okay, so let's meet Okay, so now I enjoyed seeing all the supergiant stars and meeting planets. I like Venus, Mars, and I like Betelgeuse, as well as I also like Rigel and Stellarium with Albus Centauri B. Thank you, everyone.
Hello everyone, my name is Kritika Mishra and I am from Delhi. Today I'll be showing you some facts about Stellarium. There are many interesting things about Stellarium, like you can actually go to planets and stars and see what they look like. For example, here's Jupiter. You can move them around and it has so many moons. You can see all the little details about them. Every planet and nebula has a few facts in the corner, which you can read. They have pretty interesting facts, which I really enjoyed. Other than that, they also give directions like north, south, east, and west. You can go and visit any kind of nebula, planets, even outdoor deep space objects like the North American Nebula. Let me show you. Here it is. And other than that, you can also move time, which is really awesome. You can see how the mornings look like and the nights. You can actually search for where you want to see things, like I'm seeing Delhi right now, so you can search for any location. You can also search for many things like planets. If you want to search for Saturn, then you can just type it in this search box above. Here are a few more planets. The amazing thing is that you can actually see all the textures and all those things. The moons, look at the moon here. You can also search for constellations and find out what they are. Like, here is the Scorpius.
There are tons of them here. There are a few more options like atmosphere. You can remove the atmosphere, and then landscape. You can remove the landscape and see everything other than the Earth. There are many functions on Stellarium which I bet you really enjoy. But I always show you the main ones which I found really interesting. Thank you.
Hello everyone. This is My name is Athaf Sani. I am from grade 5 Vibgyor, Pune, Maharashtra. So today I'll say the 5 things I learned from Stellarium. First is navigation to space, navigation to planets, navigation through moons, navigation to navigation to day and night, and navigation to galaxies. So now I will take you through uh, planets in a solar system, nebulas, and information about them. So first, let me go full screen. Yeah. So first, let me take you to sun. Just a second. I don't know why nothing's happening, but refresh the link. Just a second, okay? Uh, I'll just refresh. Yeah, now it must happen. So I'll enter sun. So yeah, this is the sun. It is a main source of energy for life on Earth. It gives us solar energy, heat energy, and all. It also gives plants chlorophyll to prepare food, while they prepare food, they give us oxygen, and we take it and we live. So, if no sun, then no life on Earth in a solar system. So, sun is a very important source. Now, I'll take you to Mercury. Yeah, this is Mercury. This is the closest planet to the sun, and the smallest planet too. It looks very much like a moon. And now I'll take you to Venus. So this is Venus. It is named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty. It is also known as Earth's evil twin because it's many times hotter than Earth's temperature and is the hottest planet in the solar system. Now I'll go to Mars. Sorry, Earth. Yeah. Um. Actually, uh, Earth is the planet supporting life. So it's the only planet supporting life. Um. I don't know why I can't. Uh, I'll refresh it and do it again. Yeah. So now we are on Earth. Earth is the only planet supporting life, and uh, ever known to us. And yeah, we are standing on it. Yeah, because of Earth, we are living. Now, so I'll take you to Mars. Now, Mars is also known as the red planet because it has iron and all. So it has two moons, so that's why, and it also supports life. It has two moons, Deimos and Phobos. And the four planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, are known as terrestrial planets too. Yeah. Now I'll take you to Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. Sorry about the zoom in one. Yeah, so Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, and this is the. Do you see that circle? That is actually a tornado. Um, you know, going in Jupiter from many centuries and all, and a tornado is bigger than Earth itself. And Jupiter is made of like layers of gas, like gas upon gas upon gas. So yeah, now I'll take you to Saturn. And Jupiter also has rings, but we can see them. It has, you know. Yeah. Now, Saturn is has the most magnificent and most, you know, uh, you know, visible rings to known to us, and it probably I think so has 78 moons, and Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system. Its rings are made up by dust, ice, and I think so that after centuries and years, years and years, they will harden and become asteroids, meteors, and comets. So yeah, its moon Titan also has water. Uh, so if we need water, we can also go over there. Now I will show you Uranus. Yeah. This is Uranus. It is the coldest planet in our solar system, and it also has water. And yeah, Neptune and Uranus. It also has rings like Saturn and Jupiter. All Neptune. Neptune and Uranus look much similar, but they are different. I don't know why, but Uranus is the coldest planet, even though he is a second last planet in the solar system. So yeah, this is Neptune, last planet in the solar system. Now I'll show you some galaxies. Black Eye Galaxy. Oh, sorry. Uh, so this is Black Eye. Yeah. So this is Black Eye Galaxy. This is Black Eye Galaxy, and it looks like someone punched. You must have seen in the movie like someone punched you and you have a black eye and all. So yeah, that's why it's named as Black Eye Galaxy. Now I'll show you two nebulas. This is the nebula in our Milky Way galaxy. Now Orion. This is the Orion Nebula. A nebula is a place where stars are born. So our sun was also born over here. This is a nebula. Let me show you. This is a Black Eye Nebula. This is the Black Eye Nebula. Now, yeah. So uh, this was today's this was for today's session. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.
My name is Arnesvi. I am studying grade 3. First of all, I like to thank Learn Space Science for introducing Stellarium. Before using Stellarium, I only know few stars name. Now I know more stars name like Arcturus, Altair, Betelgeuse, Rigel, Vega, Sirius. It also giving experience of roaming around constellations and also And also I learned about constellations name and shape like Lasata in lizard shape, Gemini represents twin shape, Pegasus represents winged horse shape, Orion represents hunter with weapons. And also I learned about brightest star in each constellations like Canis Major's brightest star is Sirius, Boötes' brightest star is Arcturus, and also I learned about satellites like Starlink and EGP. Thank you for Learn Space Science for giving this wonderful experience.
Greetings everyone. My name is Amarnath and today I'm going to tell you about Stellarium.org. I am actually from Astrophysics from batch 12 and Stellarium is a tool to navigate from one place to another, not in Earth but from planets to planets, like stars also to stars. And now I'm going to show you Stellarium. This is the Stellarium. So first we have to go on a new tab on the browser and then we have to type stellarium.org and then try the web version, and then here we are. I'm in Stellarium. So this is how it is and you can control it. I am actually on Earth. So this is Venus and I can also use this. So if I want to go on Venus, so Venus, this is planet, click and then you can zoom in and then you can zoom out. This is used for sharing links to anyone. This is the time, so you can go from time to time. And this is back to real time. This is the pause and unpause time. To go to night mode, this is actually in red color, so this is how it will look. And this is not in the night mode. This is for full screen. This is for deep sky objects. This is the equatorial grid. So this is how it is. And this is azimuthal grid. It is just like the equatorial grid. And then this is the landscape. Like we are on Earth. So if we don't want to see Earth, and we can see like this. This is the atmosphere for morning and night. According to the time, if the time is morning, then okay. This is all the constellations. We will see all the constellations and this is the constellations only with the stars. You won't be seeing the proper constellation. With both of these, you see properly. This is for the location. Now I click this, and this is how it is. You can just type the location and use this location. And you can also use auto location. Then okay, bye, have a nice time, bye.
Hello everyone, I am Dhruv Rao, taking part in the Astronomy for Beginners Space Science course, and today I'll be talking about an application called Stellarium. It is a free and open source project which gives you a view of the world, the universe actually. So it is there for Linux, it's there for Mac OS X, it's there for Windows, both 32 and 64-bit architecture operating systems. And if you want to test it without installing, there is a Stellarium web version. It is, as seen here, a free open source planetarium for your computer. It shows a realistic sky in 3D, just like what you see with the naked eye, binoculars or a telescope. Let me show you the web version. It loads up, and this is the standard view that you get. To use it, you can use the scroll wheel on your mouse and adjust your field of view, or FOV, and that way you can get a better look. To adjust the time and the brightness of the sun, you can click on the little thing here, the time and date indicator, and you can just scroll this bar, and as you can see, the literal sky moves. So you can also adjust the actual date, which allows you to see celestial bodies that would not be visible properly today. now another option is you have a little bar over here with constellations, the constellation art, which allows you to actually relate and figure out what the actual constellation is better. There is the atmosphere toggle, which you can use to get a better look of the world. There is also the landscape, which is, well, this little grass and the trees and the buildings here. You can toggle that to get just a view of the sky. You can also use your scroll wheel, as I said before, to zoom in and zoom out and adjust your field of view. Next, that is the azimuthal grid and the equatorial grid, which just gives you a better it just gives you a grid basically. We have deep sky objects. You can toggle those if you want to see things that are a little bit farther. So as you can see, I have a lot of celestial bodies here. If I disable that, a few of them have disappeared, because those are, technically speaking, deep sky objects like C91 and C100 here. Now if I disable those, they won't show up. We have a night mode, which just gives you a huge red filter across the screen like this. I really don't like it, so I won't keep it on. Whoops, I pressed the wrong button there. Full screen is just to maximize the view of your stellarium. You can also adjust the view settings so that you can toggle the view of the Milky Way, the DSS, the meridian line, and the ecliptic line. These are basically just grids, so I don't want that. I want an uninterrupted view without any imaginary virtual things, overlays. So if you look around here, you can just see the beauty of space and the night sky. It's very, very nice. And you can enable the constellation art and the constellations, and you can just see literal hundreds of different constellations that have been thought of and made throughout history. And a lot of these are Greek and Roman. I don't mean that as if they are not understandable for me. I mean that they are literally of Greek and Roman origin. Like Hercules here, Roman warrior, it is a constellation. If you disable the art, you get a better view of what people would have perceived it as. But if you enable it, you just get to see the literal thing in itself. There are all the things related to your zodiac signs. We have Sagittarius here, and then if you go a little bit that way, there should be some others. Yeah, we have Taurus here, and then Gemini there. We have, let's see, okay, we've come back to Sagittarius, but there is Capricornus here in the bottom. There is Pisces, and if we look all the way up, we can see some more. Cancer, Leo minor, Virgo. Those are all many of the constellations that we base our zodiac signs off of. And it's really, really beautiful to see the kinds of see the sky and the way it is. And you can disable the constellation art. You can kind of perceive the animals and the people and the mythological creatures by yourself. But if you want a better view, you can of course enable it. Some of them seem kind of crazy to me, I'm going to be honest. Like, how does this look like a rabbit? This does not look like a rabbit. Okay, it's like there's no legs. The tail is bigger than the literal head of the rabbit. But it's all up to your perception and your point of view. Another thing I discovered is by changing the time, you can actually get more constellations into your view. So if it's all the way there, the constellations show up like this. But then if it's a little bit later, you can see they kind of rotate by themselves in front of you. So that way you can get an easier view of it. And as that's basically the whole view of Stellarium. It is a very, very nice application, and it's very useful if you're into this stargazing and sky gazing and stuff like that. Thank you.
Hello friends, I am Ronpretim Bora from Assam. I am doing astronomy classes offered by Space Science Learning Club, mentored by Vinod Kumar sir. Today I am here to talk about Stellarium web. We can locate all the constellations in the night sky like this. We can search for different planets. For example, if we search for Mars, we can see the real-time picture of Mars. Also, we can see all its moon. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Vinayak from Vellore, Tamil Nadu. I study in 4th grade and I am 8 years old. So, today I will tell you all about an interesting app called Stellarium app. I got it to know from my Astronomy SSLC classes. So, let's begin. So, this is an app which tells us about space. So, let's go to Mars. Oh, here is it. It is. Oh, at the other side, there is Olympus Mons, the biggest mountain in our solar system. And here it is. This is Olympus Mons, the biggest mountain in our solar system, situated on Mars. Mars is the 4th planet from the Sun and the second smallest planet in the solar system, being larger than only Mercury. So, now let's go to Jupiter. Yes, here the spelling is. And where is Jupiter? Wait, let me go from here. Here it is. So let's go. Hey, what's that? Oh, here Jupiter is. See the great red spot. It is a big swirling storm which goes across Jupiter, and it is the size of 2 Earths. 2 Earths would fit in this one storm. Jupiter is the 5th planet from the Sun and the largest in the solar system. Let me show you Saturn's rings. Yes. Saturn is the 6th planet from the Sun and it has nearly 82 moons, and the ring around it is made from ice, gas and several particles. So now you know what are the features of it, and so now we will see some constellations. There are so many constellations. So these are the features of the Stellarium app. It is really an interesting app, and so you can see we can zoom in, zoom out, change our location, remove the atmosphere and the landscape, and there are many constellations. Bye, thank you, I'm great. And so you can see it is a wonderful app, and I am grateful to our Vinod sir who gave information us about this app. Bye.
My name
is Pranshu Panchal. I study in grade 2. I'm going to show you Stellarium and what I learned in it. I will show you in daytime. If we want to see, for example, we want to see Mars. Well, I will write Mars over here. Mars planet. I'll tap Mars. Then I will plus the option. Then it will show Mars. But it's a daytime, so it will not look clearly. That's why I will tap atmosphere option. That's why now we can see Mars properly. We can move the time and see Mars moving from one side like this. We can see many things like this. For like moon. I will search background. I will go back to Earth. I'll go back to Earth. Just 1 minute. That's this. And this is moon. Now we will zoom, and now I will tap on the moon. Then I will get and confirm it to the moon. Now if we want to see, I can run the time in daylight to night light. But why Earth is not be searching? We can now it is in morning 12:30 because I checked. Now I will go back to Earth and on atmosphere. Now I will show you one satellite and I will search satellite. But satellite is not available, so I will go to this here and now I will go into like here. Then I will atmosphere option. I'll see up and see something. I will show you that. Now let us see Uranus. Uranus is a planet. Uranus. We can see galaxies also. See galaxy cluster. This is a galaxy cluster. We'll tap on it and it comes, and then I will go back. And now I will and thank you.
Hello all, my name is Anvi. I am studying in Augusta Vidyaniketan School. I am in 3rd standard. I live in Bengaluru. Today I am going to introduce you about our solar system. I will introduce you our sun. So this is a big ball of fire called sun, and it's made up of helium, and it lies on center of a solar system. Now let's go to Mercury. This is Mercury. It's first planet in our solar system, and it's a second hottest planet, and it has many craters, and it's first planet. Let's go to Venus. This is Venus, and it's brightest planet in our solar system, and its second planet. It's hottest planet in our solar system, and it's toxin. It's made up of toxin gas, and we cannot breathe in there. Let's go to Mars now. This is Mars, and it's the reddest planet in our solar system, and it's fourth planet, and it has two moons, Phobos, Deimos, and it's the tallest. It has tallest mountain in our solar system called Olympus Mons. Let's go to Jupiter. This is Jupiter, and it's biggest planet in our solar system, and it's fifth planet, and it's made up of gas giant, and it's made up of many gas, and it has 78 moons. So it's a fifth planet in our solar system. Let's go to Saturn. This is Saturn, and it has a beautiful ring around it, and it has 82 moons, and it's also gas giant as Jupiter. Let's go to Uranus. This is Uranus, and it's called as sideways planet. It's gas giant, and it's a seventh planet in our solar system. Let's go to Neptune. This is Neptune. It's eighth planet in our solar system. It's coldest planet, and it's a far planet in our solar system. I'll show you dwarf planets. Okay. So this is Pluto. It's a It's a dwarf planet, and its smallest. It's a biggest dwarf planet in um, dwarf, and It's considered as ninth planet in 1930, but now it's not considered as planet, and it's called as Pluto. Bye guys. Bye guys.
Hello everyone, my name is Pratyush Chauhan. I am in 4th standard. I live in Mumbai. So today I am going to tell you about Stellarium, the application that I learned in Astronomy. So today I am going to tell you about constellations. So constellations are stars joining to each other. So these are constellations. So I am born in June. My star sign is Cancer. So here is Cancer. and it has 6 stars. It has 6 stars and it is shaped like a crab. And if you are a Leo, you are a lion. So you are a lion, joining with all stars. So now I am going to tell you about the second constellation. It is constellation art. So this is constellations art. Now different shapes of stars joining each other. Now I am going to show the atmosphere. So this is an atmosphere and I am going to the planet Mercury. So Mercury So this is our Mercury. Now we see Mercury is round. So now you can see all the planets, and now there are 8 planets in our solar system. Now I am going to show you the 4th icon, landscape. So we are going on landscape. Now we will talk about the time. I will change the time to morning. So I change the time to morning. So this is our sun rising and this is our moon rising up. So now and this is our night sky. This is how our night sky looks. So I will show you the last icon. It is night mode. So we see night mode. We can see the beautiful galaxy, and the last icon I will show you is search. So now, one second. So now I am going to show you Cancer. Cancer. Here is our Cancer. I hope you like the video, and thank you. Bye. Landscape. Now we will talk about the time. I will change the time to morning. So I change the time to morning. So this is our sun rising and this is our moon rising up. So now and this is our night sky. This is how our night sky looks. So I will show you the last icon. It is night mode. So we see night mode. We can see the beautiful galaxy, and The last icon I'll show you is search. So now, one second. So now I'm going to show you Cancer. Cancer. Here is our Cancer. I hope you liked the video and thank you. Bye.
Hello friends, my name is Chaitanya Shrotri. I study in class 5 and today I am going to tell you about 5 things that I learned using Stellarium. The first thing that I learned was that Pluto is a dwarf planet in the Kuiper belt, which is a ring of bodies beyond the orbit of Neptune. Pluto was the first and largest Kuiper belt object to be discovered. The second thing I learned was Titan is the largest moon of Saturn and the second largest natural satellite in the solar system. It is also the only moon known to have a dense atmosphere. The third thing is Orion is a prominent constellation located on the celestial equator and visible throughout the world. It is one of the most conspicuous and recognizable constellations in the night sky. The fourth thing I learned was that the moon is Earth's only natural satellite. About one quarter the diameter of Earth, it is the largest natural satellite in the solar system relative to the size of its planet, the fifth largest satellite in our solar system. The fifth and last thing I learned using Stellarium is Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and the largest in the solar system. It is a gas giant with a mass more than 2.5 times that of all the other planets in the solar system combined, but slightly less than 1,000 the mass of the Sun. So these were the things I learned from Stellarium. Thank you.